And look at that. Wow. That is one massive plane, isn't it? Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to the Transport Fever 2 campaign, and welcome back to beautiful Mallorca with me, Spacefish. Now, we are all the way out here, and if you'll remember in the last episode, we did already start setting up some of our infrastructure right here. Kind of build a crazy huge airport all the way out here with tons of gates and a hangar and all that good stuff, and now we are supposed to connect the airport to Frankfurt, Vienna and Zurich, which are all conveniently placed right next to each other right here, get some tourists in, and we're also supposed to be preparing a finca, which I do still remember that we need to deliver alcohol to this finca. I just wasn't quite sure where from, because this seems more like a demand. Oh, this is where we have the distillery, and this is where we have the grain. Okay, so maybe... No, I don't think we can really get that. Okay, we will just do a street. We'll just do it via a street, but I think what we want to have here too is maybe a bit wider streets, you know, especially this. I want to make this like a highway and then have like a circumvention of the main city probably, just to actually get my trucks there in time. We're not going to make it a highway, we're going to make it a country road, because of course highways are only one way, and that would kind of inherently mean more work for me, which I kind of really want to avoid, so we're going to go for this instead. And we are going to go and make this a medium country road out here. Then we're going to pick the large country road again. We're just going to go like this, basically. We're going to go somewhat straight down and in a curve around the city. So we've kind of got something to circumvent that. People are going to merge into the country road. And then we will have like a way to get off that main country road right here onto a little side road that goes into there, and this will also be made into a medium country road just to kind of increase. Oh, it was already. Okay, well, sounds good. And that is going to be the way that we can deliver this stuff with trucks, hopefully. Now, I hope this merger doesn't slow things down too much for us. Fingers crossed right there. But with that said, we will also need some buildings, of course. One of them being a truck station, which we'll just like conveniently place like a bit weirdly right in here, and you know, just kind of try and align that a bit somewhat somehow. Yeah, that looks decent enough. We will grab the road depot and put that up here, because I mean that's kind of where the whole journey starts, and I don't want to have. Oh, well, maybe it fits in right there then, but I don't want to have the trucks just kind of go like all the way from down here to up here before they can even load their first bit of cargo. Now out here we will be making grain from that then. We'll have to have another truck station, because of course we'll have to deliver and pick up stuff from here. So we will put that right there, and I'm thinking we will do this just in like 2 separate lines, to be honest. I mean, there's like a lot of ground to cover, so I feel that's what we're going to be doing. It's also still really not quite the most fluid experience, which is weird because this is a new save file, so I really don't appreciate that, not gonna lie. But we're going to start the first line up here. We're going to grab it and put it out to down there, and we will call it grain to alcohol. And then we will go and grab a second line that goes from here to there, and we will call it alcohol to finca. And well, if like ever that finca, oh god, I always press escape to confirm. I don't really quite know why, but yeah, so just hoping here then that the finca will kind of take the alcohol forever. If it doesn't, we'll just deliver things to Palma, I guess, because we've got some demand down there. But grain to alcohol was this one. I really don't know about all these anymore now. Wait, Zurich bus stop. Oh, wait. Okay, so that's the ones here, like the public transport things that the game already did for us. Okay. I thought I had already done that mistake multiple times or something. But so these lines are up now. we're gonna go to the road depot and buy some vehicles. You can see it's some fancy new ones right here. We've got these, I mean, these feel older, yes, so we've got these older Sora trucks. And we've got the man trucks, which of course, you know, 80 kilometers an hour, high capacity, very nice. We're definitely going to grab those. We're going to grab the dump trucks. Yes, we are going to grab the dump trucks for the grain, because of course they have more capacity right there. Not quite sure how many, to be honest. It feels like we will probably need a bunch, just due to the huge distance we have to cover. So we'll grab 10 of those. And we will also go and grab maybe another, I don't know, how many do we actually, wait, that's something to look at. So we use 1 unit of grain for a unit of alcohol, which is kind of, I'm being abandoned by the camera again, please. I hate when this happens. But yeah, so we want at least 10 tarpaulin trucks then. Maybe given the higher capacity, even more. I think they don't have quite as much distance to cover. We'll just do 10 for now. I think it's going to be fine. We only, I mean, honestly, we only need to deliver 10 alcohol, so we're probably not even going to need that much, but I guess we'll just keep making money from it, and if the Finca point of delivery goes away, we'll just kind of swap it over to Palma and make money that way. But before we move on to the airplanes then, which is also going to be very cool and interesting, let's just quickly check in at the road depot here. Let me hit play and let's check out our new trucks right here. Very nice and fancy. I'm not quite sure why we're only using the right side here. And this looks like the tarpaulin trucks for the alcohol, not the dump trucks, which is interesting. I'm not sure why they are going to leave first and why they all need to stop one after another when there's like... Don't they have like... They've got a green traffic signal. Why are they waiting? This doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, green. I'm going to wait here. Then that was weird. But here are dump trucks as well, and those are going to pick up the first bits and bobs of grain too. That's all very nicely going to go and get delivered very soon. And well, they go 80 kilometers an hour, so they're a lot faster than the ones that we're used to from our free play mode. But they're still, I mean, well, 80 kilometers is still not the speediest truck in the world. Well, maybe compared to modern day standards, it's honestly, I don't think modern day trucks are much faster given like the speeds they're limited to, but well, that's gonna take a while, one way or another. Now, while that goes on, we have got some time to actually finally take care of the airports though, and we definitely will. So let's get some lines up for that. We will get confused a bit here. No, okay, so that does belong to the airport. So we will do 3 lines, of course. We will do 1 line that is Frankfurt to Palma. Press enter, not escape. We will do another one from Zurich to Palma, just like that. And then we will do the last one from Vienna to Palma. Very nice. So I will have to kind of find out how many planes we really want for this, like especially given that we've probably got a bunch more modern planes than we used to in our Transport Fever free play mode. So we will probably want to find out about that, and also I probably want some sort of public transport on this island, don't I? It's kind of a bit weird. We've also got a fancy new cable car, but like there's no public transport here yet. Why did we not get the task doing that? Well, one way or another, we've got some fancy airplanes right here. We're not going to pick them all because, I mean, after all, there needs to be something for us to still just cover in the free play mode. We've got this one. We'll just pick the best one, basically, and just cannot even pick up, like, cattle and stuff. Oh, we can not actually transport people with it. Interesting. Okay, so these are more cargo airplanes down here, and this... These are the passenger airplanes, and you can see, I mean, this one's way faster, it's got more capacity, so we're going to pick that. I mean, we've got 3 lines, so I'm thinking we'll pick like 6 for the time being and see how well we cover it, especially since these are actually quite expensive and cover a good bunch of our budget in terms of costs, and we're going to assign 2 to each line, basically. So 2 to Frankfurt to Palma, we're going to grab 2 for Vienna to Palma, and we're going to grab the last 2 for Zurich to Palma. And look at that. Wow. That is one massive plane, isn't it? That is pretty insanely big.
Provide for maximum vacation enjoyment by satisfying their very specific needs.
That is insanely big compared to the ones we were using thus far.
This is shown by all travelers.
Look for opportunities on the beach and the mountains. Yeah, okay, so, we will look for opportunities. We still don't need public transport, apparently, which makes me kind of worry that no tourists are going to come here, because, like, we don't have any public transport going there? You know, we'll see. But let me look for opportunities.
Germans like it when everything is above board and clean. Although they're the ones who leave behind the biggest mountains of trash. See to it that they're not bothered too much by their own garbage and clean up the beaches from time to time.
I'm sorry, but that one was pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, before any Germans get offended here, I'm German too, so you know. What's just great though. Okay, so we're supposed to get rid of the stones in the beach. Oh god, how do I do that now? Do I sorry, I'm like I'm a bit out of it now. I'm just gonna grab this, I suppose. There's 8 stones remaining, apparently. We're gonna try and find all those while regaining our composure. That's honestly, I mean, not even too inaccurate of a depiction, probably. But we are gonna have to find another 2, and I don't see them right now. Like, I'm literally telling you guys, probably, like, every German watching this channel is probably gonna piss themselves from that one too. Like, it's just way too good. I'm sorry, but oh god. Okay, moving on though, and I pretty much think this is a German development studio too, by the way. But we will look at this thing now.
Like to have things cultivated
Mm-hmm.
and shady. In other words, as boring as possible.
Oh boy.
A well thought out.
I'm not allowed to laugh about that one as much because I'm not. That's from Switzerland, so you know. But well thought out vegetation concept. So plant trees in a national park, which is like the place we produce the alcohol. Apparently, it's a good place to have a national park. But we're gonna plant trees. We're just gonna grab like palms. I mean, do date palms grow on Mallorca? I'm not too sure about that one, to be honest. We will grab these. We're just gonna like boosh. Okay, maybe even more. How many trees do I need to plant? Oh, not that many. Am I done? I'm not. That's more than 70 trees, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, we're done. So, a lot of palms for Switzerland people. Now we need to do the part for the Vienna people, which seems to be up here in the mountains.
If they have their way, people from Austria on vacation do the same thing they do at home. They go hiking.
Lol.
Place signposts so that slightly confused hikers don't just wander aimlessly across the landscape.
Okay, so we're gonna do signposts. I'm not sure where to find those, to be honest. Oh, probably those. Do I just like randomly place them? Boop, boop. Yeah, looks like it. Set up 10 signposts. We're just gonna go and set up the same sort of signpost, pointing the same sort of ways everywhere. It's not gonna be confusing at all to people, alright? I'm telling you, it's all gonna be some dank orientation they get from that. But there we go, and there's a wow. Look at that big boy. Yeah, now I need some public transport, don't I? Yeah, I told you.
Anyone who is ripe for being on an island doesn't want to wear themselves out there with unnecessary long walks.
That's true. That's true, I guess.
Variety of transportation options, so
yes.
the feel good.
Okay.
Supply and the transportation infrastructure have
wait,
to be
what?
improved so that everything
why is my public transport accessibility already checked off? I'm so confused. Deliver 50 fuel to the towns and ensure high availability of public and private transport. I'm really not sure why this is already so good. Like, there's one connection, so, weird. I mean, private, I guess, I aided a bit with, like, my construction of a cross-country road, but, oh, there's a pool right here. That's cool. I guess that's a hotel. So deliver 50 fuel. Where do I grab the fuel from, and where do I deliver it to? And oh, so that's where I grabbed the fuel from for a start. To the towns. That is already, you know, nicely accurate. We do need fuel. Okay, we just require fuel in towns, basically. So what we can probably do is just slap a huge port into Palma. I'm not sure I want to do that, though, to be honest, because, I mean, you know, the beaches are so beautiful and everything. Maybe we just put it right there and put, like, a truck stop and actually deliver things that way. I think that is going to be the way we will go about this. So we will have a truck delivery stop right here. We will have a truck station right there. And we will just do this the good old truck way. You know, not mess up the beaches and all. It's like, before we cleaned them up so nicely from stones, that... you know, we probably want to watch out with that. Oh, who would have thought? Wildlife. Huh.
This diversity of fauna that attracts guests from Switzerland with money in their pockets. Take measures so that the populations of endangered species don't shrink any further. And the Swiss clientele keeps coming in the future too.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Increased shipping puts a lot of pressure on all kinds of marine animals all around the island.
Avoid having ships pass through the highlighted area. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So how am I going to get the fuel there? Oh, 120 seconds protected. Okay, I mean, we can do that probably somehow. But like, yeah. So that actually, by the way, being a pretty big issue Mallorca is actually facing these days. It's just like, it's pretty bad. Like the sewage cleaning facilities all overflowing and them pushing sewage stuff into the ocean. And it's yeah, it's a big issue for a beautiful island that hopefully is going to cope with it, and hopefully they'll find a solution to that. But yeah, so just a little side note right there, but we have this now set up somewhat. I mean, the nearest road depot is a bit away, but it is what it is. We've got like this ship going back and forth for the steel right here. God.
Never seen a huge wingding like this.
Oh, what did I just... Oh, yeah, the alcohol. Okay. So this one we will, like... Well, we kind of already accepted, right? This thing here, we've taken care of. God, please stop throwing tasks at me. I'm trying to get rid of some already. Avoid having airplanes fly through the... That's a flippin' airport. How am I gonna not have airplanes fly to the airport? Like, what in the world are you thinking, game? God, did I just actually already finish the protecting? Yeah, it looks like it. We already protected the wildlife enough, apparently, which is interesting because there was a ship right in there. But let's see how well that one's gonna go. I'm pretty sure it's you know, not gonna work out very well, but we will see about that. Now, this ship type right here, I'm not sure. Can it transport anything other? No. Okay, so we could do something like that. Just grab a tanker, send it on that route too, that we've already got going, and that should be good enough. Now, what we will need to get going first probably is a route from here to here, which we will just call fuel to Palma. Kind of glad that we already got rid of the shipping task now, so I can just, you know, actually get that fuel transported over by ship without really worrying about it. I'm just going to grab like 2 trucks, because honestly I don't think we're going to need more, and I don't want to do like too massive of spam of trucks again, because we all know my PC does not like that whatsoever. So we're going to do that, and we are going to go and send this thing basically on the same route the other one's on. So, the steel line. It's still going to be called steel, but there should be fuel hopefully being amassed there as well then. And yeah, then wait, actually no, stop, pause. We will actually make a new line, just because that means I can get the new line assigned to a different terminal. And if I can get the new line assigned to a different terminal, that different terminal will actually have some space to store the goods we want to move, so that sounds like a pretty decent idea, to be honest. So we will call it fuel to Mallorca. And we will go here, I think, and we will go to terminals. And yes, so we have fuel now on the other terminal, and then we can grab you. Yes, indeed, and we will go and swap your line to fuel Mallorca. Nice, and that should, you know, make a bunch more sense, I hope. So that thing's gonna roll off, and it's basically just the same barge with like 2 huge fuel tanks on it. So hopefully nothing gonna break there, and we should have fuel amassing here soon, TM. I hope. So will we? We will not. That is, of course, very good indeed. Let's pause this real quick. I just want to make sure that we actually carry some fuel over on the first trip and don't have to wait for absolute ages for the second one. So we're just going to go and set this to wait. And hopefully it's actually going to... Okay, yeah, the shipment rate is going up. Yes, you can see, like, there's the first piece right here. And, well, hopefully it should be more and more as this shipment rate here will increase, and then the thing will come over once it's full, and that should already be enough to get Palma all the fuel in the world, and then we should be good in terms of this task here too. Now this one, with birds and blah and protection, I'm really not quite sure how we're supposed to do it, not gonna lie. We do seem to only have 1 plane over there right now. Probably by the time it's gone we will already have another one out there, so maybe we will just be selling a plane on its flight over or something? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we will do that. Let me just speed up time. And there is the next one coming in. Great. That's kind of what I was talking about. So, not liking that too much. Yeah, and you can see there's another one out there already. So, maybe we will sell you real quick. Bye. And now there's no planes in there. We've got the timer going. Please stop, 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 stop. We're going to sell another plane right here with passengers in it in the middle of the air. So those passengers will have to fly their way over to Mallorca with a parachute now. But at least our birds are protected for a whole 120 seconds before they get blasted with airplane engine noise again. So let's just have this go real quick, and then we'll buy another 2 new planes and reassign those. Also, there's still no public transport to be found out here, so not really quite sure about that one. We should probably just take care of that. But yeah, so that is nicely taken care of. Avoid having vehicles drive through the highlighted area. Oh yeah, we can do that. That is very easily doable. Yeah, no, there is not even any roads we're using there, so that should be easily doable. Very nice. We will grab another 2 of these, because we, of course, sold 2 of these, and now I need to find out which plane lines they actually belonged to. That is not the one we need to look at, this is where we need to look. So, Vienna Palma needs one, and Frankfurt Palma needs one, so we will go and assign one to Vienna Palma. And we will assign one to Frankfurt Palma. And that should be the airplanes taken care of again. Now, the other thing then being, of course, that we kind of, sort of do... Maybe want some public transport? I don't know. I mean, we don't have it as a task just yet, so we may as well ignore it. I don't know. Let's, Can we get rid of this? Like, this is kind of taken care of. I'm not sure why this is not going away. But, we'll just see what our next side task is right here. Apparently none. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so that's taken care of, and I mean, the fuel seems to be taking a while longer. Wow, that's really filling up slowly. So the main task is really not going to proceed for a few minutes. So what we're going to do is we're just going to actually set up some public transport then. I think, you know, we should probably take care of that. So, we will just do a bunch of platforms and a bunch of sides, and we will go and actually put a nice big bus station up here in front of the airport, and we will have some tram stops and bus stops and stuff. I mean, we can just have like, yeah, I think we don't need any more, to be honest. I think that should be good. We're just gonna do like 2 lines. We're gonna do one from Palma, well, airport to, so we're gonna do one that's called airport to Palma. Nice. And we will do another one, and we will start it here, and we will bring people all the way up there, and that will be airport to Inca. And now that's nicely attached, so we should actually be able to transport some people back and forth. And honestly, these airplanes are all mostly full, surprisingly, when they actually reach the airport, which is kind of crazy. Even when they leave, they seem to be very filled, so maybe we'll even need more airplanes at this point. But with that said, for the time being, what I do want to do first is I'm going to go to the road depot. I'm going to go grab some men's trucks, like 4 of them, and we'll assign 2 to each line. 1 set there, and another set there. And then we've actually got some public transport to and from the airport as well, which is going to be very nice and very, very awesome indeed. Now this thing up here is still actually filling up. We are above the amount of fuel that we need though, so we are going to go and say, you know, just get going, and that is going to get on its merry way, I hope. Very nice indeed, and then we should have taken care of this main quest there very, very soon as well. But with that said, and the view of this nice, big, huge, magnificent airplane right in front of our brand new, fancy airport, I think I'm going to leave it off right here. So, I'm going to end the episode. I hope you all enjoyed it as usual. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon right next to that to stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way, as always, thanks a lot for watching everyone, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.